someone said, I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts on workout sequence and where supersets should be in a workout.
It's impossible to answer that, like in terms of like, for me talking to you, the individual asking me. But I mean, maybe a general rule of thumb, like I superset everything, so I'm probably the wrong guy to ask. But just because I like efficiency and like, I like to keep the intensity of the workout going. I'm not like into this like do one set, walk around for a bit, chill out, do another set. That shit's fine. It's just, it comes down to your preference of how you like to train. There's no evidence, there's nothing to support that like training that way, supersets, drop sets, whatever. There's no evidence to support that it's any more efficient really than straight sets. But at the end of the day, if you're to ask someone who trains in that style how they feel when they're done their workout, if they're concerned with how well they're connecting with their body, how much blood they're recruiting to a muscle group, like there's a marked difference in how the person feels. That's not measurable because it's by the individual. So you're not gonna have these science guys and be like, oh, it's not that doesn't matter, feeling doesn't matter and all this stuff. It's like, yeah, well, I just wanna feel like I come here and get work done. And I want to feel like I exert myself, because at a certain point, the level of stress that I'm building in the gym, the amount of stress I'm putting my body under, is requiring motor recruitment, muscle recruitment. It's requiring me to burn calories. It's requiring me to like focus on what I'm doing. So I'm getting a workout. I'm not just here lifting weights. Do you know what I mean? So if you're a person that kind of thrives in that environment of intensity, I would say supersets and drop sets are a good thing to do on almost everything you do. Especially if you're someone who's in a time crunch when they work out, like I only have this hour, I want to get this work done. I got all this work to do. If I do it straight sets, it's gonna be pretty tough. I'm gonna start combining these. I got 6 things to do. I'm gonna go 2, 2, 2. I'm gonna find a way to superset these 6 movements into 3 fucking sets of stuff, right? So it's more of an efficiency and use of time thing. And like I said, it'll come down to like, some days you might want to do straight sets because your energy levels aren't there. So you're gonna do straight sets, maybe you'll do a drop set on one stuff here and there. It's gonna go more by what you're trying to get out of your workout. It's not by saying that like if you do supersets for biceps, it's way better than doing straight sets for biceps. Anyone who says that's lying. It's not true that it's proven to be better. It may be better for you because maybe you connect with your biceps better when you do more work frequently and you're pushing yourself harder and you're pumping more blood to that muscle. But for another body part of yours, you might find doing straight sets, heavier weight, and just really contracting and feeling, I feel my chest and I feel great. I don't need this extra intensity to bring out, like to elicit some type of feeling in the muscle, right? So it's, guys and girls need to get out of this whole mindset of listening to people that tell them that there's one way to do stuff and there's another way to do stuff. You have a construct in your mind of how you think working out should be, and just like I have one in my mind. So your view of working out is far different than mine. Doesn't mean that yours is wrong, but in my head, this is how I've constructed my idea of what working out is. If it works for you, then welcome. If it doesn't, take some stuff you think's cool and go back to your own shit, right? Like, so it's just like these guys that are promoting that there's only one way to do stuff. Like people should be running as far away as possible from those people, because they're trying to like sell you something and they're trying to push a narrative on you that's not true. Just like be helpful to people and help them out and guide them. Like I'm trying to guide you on this question, but it's impossible for me to give you an answer because I haven't seen you train. And my guess is if you're wondering if it's effective or not, it probably means you haven't tried it. So try it and then find out. Like try something before you ask someone's opinion when they can't give you like the right answer. Because if I wanted to train heavy for like a week and I wanted to do straight sets, I'd just do it. And then relatively I'd know compared to how I normally train, how did I feel? Like, did I recover better? Was I more tired? Did I end up like tweaking something? Was I just like not motivated to be there? And I'll be like, I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing, right? But that's all it has to be. It doesn't have to be this huge fucking, I train one way and the only way and this guy trains it so I'm gonna look like him and all this bullshit.
That's the question, backtracking a little bit. So do you eat protein bars at all, or are you just?
Yeah, I eat protein bars as like I use them as like almost cheats or like treats, because they're not really the best thing, to be very honest with you. They're cool. Like if you're on the go and you have to get some protein in, like there's some delicious ones out there. Like I just found out that Costco sells Built Bars, which are like a form of protein. They're like got marshmallow in them. So I'm gonna go fucking buy like 2 boxes of those. Just so I can say it's like a healthy snack. I'm eating like shit, but there's lots of protein in it. You know what I mean? They got like chocolate chip cookie dough. It's fucking dynamite. I'm not even sponsored by them, but I would take a sponsorship. But yeah, they're, most of them suck, so that's the reason why I don't eat them, but a lot of them, like they might claim to be protein bars, and which is true, they are protein bars and they have stuff in them, but there's a lot of chemicals in there, there's a lot of weird shit going on, you're really not sure what it is, a lot of sugar alcohols that bloat people, and there's also a shit ton of fat. So if a protein bar is claiming to be like healthy for you and it's low in carbs, you'll see that the sugar alcohols are crazy, so there's no impact carbs really, but to make it have flavor, there's a fucking crap ton of fat. There's like 20 grams of fat in one of those bars, which is like some people, that's like a third of their fat intake for the day. So like now you have meals the rest of the day where you're only allotted like maybe 30, 40 more grams of fat. So it's like, you got it all from that bar. If you're eating 4 of those bars a day, it's a fucking shit ton of fat, dude. Like, that's a high fat diet. So you're being tricked into being like, this is protein, I'm getting my protein. It's like, yeah, you're fucking sure as shit getting fat in too, right? So it's fine if you're doing like some keto thing where you don't eat carbs and you're fat and protein, but I wouldn't recommend, I mean, like I said, I use them as treats or as like last resort, like I don't have anything around, like I'm really not trying to eat something at this fucking gas station because it's fucking shit, but they got like these bars, so I'll have a bar or I'll have some beef jerky or some shit. But it's like a last resort thing and like a treat thing to me. I don't think it's definitely not, shouldn't be a staple in your regimen of health. You know what I mean? Especially because Snickers has a protein bar right now, which literally all they did was just put more protein in their Snickers bar. It's like, just go have a Snickers, dude. It's got like 6 grams of protein in it already. Like, you don't need the extra 6 just to say it's a Snickers protein bar. Like, just go have a fucking Snickers or a Mars bar and get it over with. Enjoy yourself at least.
Well, what's your favorite chocolate? Like, you made a protein bar, like what chocolate would it be based off of? If a chocolate.
Oh, I just do milk chocolate, like basic milk chocolate. I'm not, like, I like dark chocolate, but I eat it here and there to like satisfy sweet tooth cravings. But then even every time I eat it, I'm like, so disappointed by this. Like, it's like good because you're like, you know it's chocolate, but it's bitter, so you're like, all right, like this wasn't really worth it. But they claim that it's healthy for me, this dark chocolate. Like, yeah, I would just do straight milk chocolate and anything with like, I'm obsessed with anything, any chocolate covered marshmallow thing, I'll eat all of them. Like at Easter right now, they have like those like covered, like marshmallow chocolate covered bunnies and shit. I'll fucking raid the shelf. Like I have to stay away. Because even if my girlfriend goes to the store, I'm like, see if they got those bunnies. And she's like, she'll bring me like 3. I'm like, don't bring them in the house. Don't bring them in the house. I don't know what it is, man. I just like soft stuff. Like even those like soft chewy Chips Ahoy. I'll eat the whole rack, the whole tray. If it's near me, like I won't stop myself. So I just don't get near it.
Is that your go-to cookie, the Chips Ahoy?
Yeah, the chewy one, the soft one. Yeah, for sure. When I was little, like speaking about when I was younger and I was like putting on weight and I was a teenager, I would take pride in finishing off a bag of those. Like the rows, like when you peel it back, there's all the fucking, right through it. That's like fucking 4,000 calories in like one shot. People are like, I don't know why this guy's so big. I'm like, I do. Motherfucker. My blood sugar is fucking crazy, but I'm 18, so don't worry about it. Yeah.
They're not as soft as they used to be.
Well, they probably fucked them up.
Yeah.
That brings me into like another thing I was talking about with someone the other day. There's new phrases all the time in every sport where they're coming up with like short terms or like abbreviations, or they're coming up with new like ideas of stuff, right? What's the funny fuckers? What? I don't know what he's laughing at. You got the camera 2 inches from my face. It's got a fucking zoom on it. You can back up a bit. You're gonna fucking choke slam me in a minute. No, but there's all these phrases in bodybuilding now that are talking about like health phase. So it's like when guys are on, let's say, they're on. And so when they say when now they're gonna, so say they've been kind of pushing, let's say they're pushing the gear and they're going up and now they're gonna like taper down, and this is now considered a health phase. Keep in mind, That's the equivalent of saying, I'm gonna do a lot of drugs, like coke, meth, all this shit. I'm gonna mix all this shit together, I'm gonna get super fucked up. I'm gonna fucking chill out for a few weeks and just do some fucking opioids. Like, I'm gonna bring it down a level. This is a lot healthier for me to be in this range of doing like mediocre drug use and then going back up to bigger drug use. That's literally, but they're doing with steroids, they're like, oh, it's intelligent, right? Like, we're smart bodybuilders about it. It's like, you're still doing drugs, dude. You're still taking exogenous hormones. You're still shooting drugs into your ass or your shoulder or whatever. So it's like, it's hilarious because I'll hear from these people that I train or guys that I see are dieting and they're like, oh, right now I'm on a health phase, man. So like, you know, I'm on TRT and I'm only taking this, this, and this. I'm like, only taking this, this, and this would imply that you're not taking a break. You're on this, this, and this. Do you know what I mean? And most guys honestly shouldn't come off everything all the way because their levels, they crank so hard. For them to come off all the way would be detrimental to their health and like even their mental well-being. So, but I just find it so funny that they have to coin terms, like these coaches that sell you programs or diet people, they coin these terms to make it sound like this is like really high level stuff. Like we're in a health phase. And then they'll be like, get your blood work done. And they'll see the blood work's all fucking over the place. Because they'll drop them to this health phase, and then they'll wait like a week and they'll be like, go get your blood work done. This shit's still in your blood. All your levels will still be elevated. That drug's not gonna run its course till later on, right? So they're like, oh, this is elevated, and that's elevated. We need to stay on the health phase a little longer. And as soon as those values come down to where they think they're acceptable, which is usually not, they're like, crank it. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking go. So it's like, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. There's another one I wrote it down. Oh, no, so then people will put on their Instagram things like improvement season. It's like, motherfucker, you should have been improving all the time. You don't dedicate like a certain time of the year to like get better. It's like, as a bodybuilder, as an athlete, you're trying to always get better, right? So it's like, you're segregating these things into different sections, like health phase, improvement season, growth phase, da 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 da. It's like, it's just shit and bullshit to get coaches to sell programs. That's all it is. They're just selling you a program and they're selling you shit to keep you on the hook. So they're like, I'm like, Bassett, you're looking big, dude. Let's do a little mini cut right now. We're gonna bring your carbs down. We're gonna bring this and we're gonna mini cut, and then we're gonna crank again. And you're like, wow, look at the stuff I'm doing, right? It's like, just be lean or don't be lean. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just a whole industry of smoke and mirrors and bullshit that just needs to be exposed. Because like even a health phase, like guys and girls, you should be trying to be, and I say trying, you should be trying to be healthy while doing this sport or doing anything you're doing all the time. Understanding that you're taking stuff that can kind of mitigate your health, you can kind of like camper with it a bit, but in its general sense, you should be trying to be as healthy as you can. You should be looking at your blood pressure, you should be getting blood work done, you should be doing all this stuff all the time to make sure that nothing sneaks up on you, right? So it's not like, oh, I didn't care for about 16 weeks, but now for 4 weeks I'm gonna give a shit. And then we're gonna go right back to doing this shit. It's like, no, that's not how you get better. Things will just get worse over time, right? So it's basically, you're trying to convince people like that these phases exist that don't exist. They've never existed. When I was competing back when I was turning pro and trying to turn pro, which I don't recommend, I never came off. I just lowered my dose now and then I go right back up to what I was doing. And that was, I guess, a health phase, but I wasn't very healthy at all. So, like, I could imagine if I got my blood work done at the peak of my, like, me weighing 330 and being, like, heavily into bodybuilding and on, like, a decent amount of gear. I can only imagine, like, going back in time, if I got my blood work done, I took that to a doctor, they'd be like, you're gonna die. And then flash forward to me now. 2 fake hips to the shoulder, still kicking. I'm still here, bitch. But yeah, they probably would have been horrified. Like, bro, are you okay? Like, yeah. Why are you out of breath? Well, there's 3 stairs out front. They were pretty steep. I don't think I could. Watch me jerk my tricep. No. Oh. No. My abs are like, tuk, 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 tuk. Stop it, fat guy. Stop it, fat guy. You can't do this. Remember your shoulder. Yeah. So,
Why your abs?
huh?
Why your abs?
My core was trying to stabilize that weight. So it was like, tick, 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 tick. Most guys would grab this weight and fucking, that's kind of how, that's actually a good thing. It's kind of how you would know whether you're doing a tricep press down from the right spot, because the midline of your body is where you should be trapping weight. So if I'm trapping this weight here, like you saw us pull down the whole stack, I'm not locked in here. So if I somehow managed to get myself here and then push down through this, there would be little to no core activation. I'm just using my body weight to fall into it, right? But if I'm up here and I'm locking in my abs, where my elbows are, I'm squeezing in the midline of my body. Right here is where the press is coming from. So my abs are freaking out there because they can't stabilize this weight like they can here to allow me to just use my arms. So you see when I get the other one down and I go to push, it's because it wants me to go like that, because it doesn't have it can't keep me up anymore. My body can't stay upright, so it's crumbling trying to get over the weight, right? So look at that, you taught everybody something. I gotta get you guys to bring your teleprompter so I can talk properly. That's fucking ridiculous. Are you filming right now? That's ridiculous. Am I the only person freestyling out here? Or like are all people bringing teleprompters? I feel like that's like ghostwriting in rap.
It's you and 2 doctors that we shoot that only freestyle.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The other ones use all teleprompter.
Yeah.
This,
How do you guys have to come up with that stuff, or they come up with it?
no, our team at Belly Socials guys and girls.
They'll just write up a script. So the person doesn't even have input on what they're saying.
Well, no, it'll be sent to them beforehand. And
Oh, okay.
They'll check it, see what they like, and what they want to change, and then.
Is it their ideas at least? Or is it ChatGPT's ideas?
No, I think it's the team. It's the team.
Yes. Maybe. maybe not. You did the head shake. You've
been at Freebird for too long.
What do you mean? Talk about my people. There's fucking weapons on the wall, bro. I'll fuck you up. I'll press a button, those will lower right down. Weapon of choose your weapon. Me and Bassett start dueling in here. One of us must die. Oh yeah, so we were talking about blood work and people fucking going through health phases. It's kind of like a fucking. Hold on, this thing's way too heavy, bro. It's also this. There's this overarching theme, and you guys have seen it because you film people that do it and have businesses for it. There's overriding theme of wellness nowadays. Everything's to do with like wellness, recovery, red light therapy, fucking cold plunge, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, and also like you want to do like, oh, this therapy, that therapy, because it's also promoting that you're inefficient. Like your body's not capable of recovering on its own. It's so meek and feeble and like useless that you need all this external help recovering or like being better as a human. But it's like literally your body is the smartest thing that you're ever gonna meet. And you don't even understand what you're doing. I'm talking right now, I don't know how that's happening. Like I know I'm doing it, but I don't know what my body's doing to make that happen. Connecting with my brain, moving with my hand, like your body's super, super intelligent and like knows how to heal, knows how to recover, does all kinds of shit on its own without you knowing about it, right? But now all these guys come around, or especially like these doctors or like guru guys, they're like, you need to drink hydrogen water. Because hydrogen water, the body loves hydrogen water, it's alkalized, whatever the fuck they say, it's watered with bubbles in it. And they're like, and you're gonna recover so much faster, it's so much healthier for you. It's like, yes, so is just water. And like my body does not benefit like greatly from what you're telling me. It's all like snake oil, right? So I had this discussion with a guy that I trained the other day. He went to someone I know who I went to get stem cells done in the shoulder, like I did. And stem cells didn't work. Because when you have arthritis, they ain't gonna do shit. You're too far gone. It's like putting a fucking stem cells in a leg that's snapped in half. Like it's fractured. It's not gonna go, I mean, like it's broken. We gotta go fix that, right? So it's just like this kid, the guy that I was training, he's like, oh, I went to see him because I have a torn infraspinatus and I have this and this and I had a little tear here and it felt better, but it's not getting better, it's worse. I'm like, well, yeah, it's getting better in time because your body's understanding how to scar down, how to heal, how to manage that. and it's just going to heal on its own. There's other stuff you can do to help aid that, but like the idea that like stem cells or these injections are going to cause this healing magically within days or weeks is like fucking nonsense. Because your body is very intelligent. It knows how to heal you. Like when I got my hip done, I didn't have to think about my scar closing. It wasn't like, this will never heal unless you take this. It's like, no, my skin will just go, whoop, and my body will be like, that shouldn't be there, and it'll heal, right? But it's just funny how everyone's convinced themselves. They'll see these Instagram videos and all these doctors talking, all these whatevers, and they're basically promoting to you that as a whole, as a human being, you are deficient in almost everything. So you're not doing this efficiently, you're deficient in this. People don't take enough magnesium, people don't this or this, you need to take this supplement. And so they glorify these inefficiencies they see that people have or make them think they have, and then they sell you products. So like you need to be taking this with this, or you're never gonna get the effects of this. And it's like, dude, like I'm just walking around and I feel pretty fucking good. Like when I start taking this thing, it's not like I walk around, I'm like, I'm a god. Do you know what I mean? Like now that I take BCAAs, look at me. Do you know what I mean? It's like the shit is not working like that. But it's just kind of an insult to like you as it's an insult to like whoever created us, whoever you want to believe that is, that like the design that is like basically the most complicated design you've ever thought of for the human body is somehow inefficient. And somehow you're being like, I'm smarter than God or anybody else. I know how to fix you and I'll make you better because you weren't created properly, right? Like people are born with diseases. People are born with like muscular dystrophy, all this stuff. Like this is serious stuff that needs to be, you need help with it, right? But like the average person who's like just this fat, lazy couch potato is like, and if I just took that supplement, I'd be fucking back to myself and be jacked in no time. It's like Test X for men or something like that. And they're like, this lazy couch potato that doesn't work out already. So like, oh, I'm inefficient. It's like, no, you're just inefficient because you're a lazy fuck. If you went to the fucking gym and got off your fucking ass and had some motivation about you, you'd probably look better and feel better. And then you could think about taking stuff to help you put on muscle, right? But the problem lies within you to begin with. And people are always looking for like some type of pill, some type of injection that's gonna take them to like this level of motivation or this level of development that they would get if they just got off their fucking ass and did something. Like if you were just even more dialed in with your diet and taking care of yourself and sleeping enough, eating well, you'd be like, wow, like I feel a lot better and I look a lot better because I'm sleeping more than 4 hours a night. I'm going to bed at a normal time and I'm eating good food. And you're like, it turns out I didn't need all these drugs. But like all these people are like, I don't want to change anything about how I'm living, but I want this pill to fix everything for me. It's like, all right, dude. That's why Ozempic's doing so well, right? Because it's basically telling, it's an appetite suppressant. It's basically telling fat people, you can still eat what you want. You're just not going to be able to eat a lot of it. So therefore, miracle, you lost weight. It's like, yeah, but you're still eating like shit. Do you know what I mean? Like you're still plowing through a half a bag of chips than a whole bag. You're still getting a stomach ache when you eat like one burger instead of eating 4. You know what I mean? So it's like forcing you to not be fat because it's not giving you the ability to eat anymore. That's really not like a longevity cure for what's going on with you. You should probably get some fucking willpower and be like, I just need to stop being such a bitch and like go do stuff instead of just sitting and withering away like I'm not as hungry as I used to be. Like, I'm feeling pretty good though. It's like I only threw up once today. And like I said, I took that shit before. I force fed myself. I took Ozempic when it first came out because they're like, oh, try it, it'll help you lose weight. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, I want to get a little shredded. I thought I was like gonna get shredded or something. And I was like, I feel pretty awful. Like when I eat, like I really wanted to eat this pizza and I could only eat like 3 bites of it. And then I was like, I thought I was gonna throw up. And they're like, it's good. And I'm like, it's not good. I didn't get any nutrition, any calories in me. They're like, that's what we want. I'm like, well, yeah, I guess you're right. My abs are showing now, so I'm way better. Yeah. It's just the whole concept of like people viewing themselves as like inefficient and insignificant when you've been designed with a purpose and you've been created with a purpose and put on this earth and you're existing. It's like unless that deficiency is causing some type of disease state or impairing your ability to be focused or impairing your ability to live life if you have no energy, you guys just need to chill out with like all the fucking hoopla of the supplements around you. Like, I still have pre-workout. It's a stimulant. It's not designed to make you more motivated. You need to be motivated already and come to the gym. We're gonna like fucking get you wired up to go even do more shit. It's not like you're gonna take the drink and be like, oh, I'm ready. We need Jack now. I had no motivation before. So people just need to look within themselves and understand like a lot of the problems that you're trying to mitigate or trying to deal with is shit that you could just fix on your own. Just like have a different mindset and start attacking life instead of being like, I'm gonna wait till they come up with a pill for that. Like, you know, until I find some injection that can help me. It's like, fuck me, man.
How long did you take Ozempic for?
I honestly don't remember because I did it, this is like before COVID, like a long time. But it was like, I think I started at the lowest dose you can take. I'm probably mistaken in the doses, but let's say it's 0.5 milligrams or something like that. Like it's like once a week you take it. And I felt like better on that. I was like, I wasn't like pigging out as much and I was like less hungry. So I was like, which was probably good for me at the time because I was pushing 300 pounds and I was like, maybe I should chill out a bit. I didn't obviously do it myself. But yeah, I took it for a while and it worked. And then I was just like, I kind of got to a weight I wanted to get to and then I just stopped. Like I dropped about like 10, 15 pounds. Plus I was boxing and I was like lifting weights. I wasn't just like sitting around. So the extra work and all the stuff I was doing helped me lose the weight, and the Ozempic was helping me not want to eat as much. So I ended up whatever, but I was also getting like skinny for me. Like I didn't have like the volume of muscle that I have normally. Like I was like feeling it kind of like drawn in. Like I felt better because I was lighter and I was moving better, but I just didn't feel like great. Do you know what I mean? So, and I didn't really see any need for me to keep taking it. I heard like about these like cardiovascular benefits and all this shit lowers the risk of heart attack, which is like, I don't know if it necessarily lowers the risk of heart attack because it's doing something mechanistically or whether it's just like lowering the risk because you're not being a fat ass and eating like shit. Do you know what I mean? Like it's lowering your A1C, which is like your insulin basically. So it's like, that's a good thing. But it's like, is it just a byproduct that you're not eating as much and like getting leaner and getting smaller and losing weight that's lowering your risk of cardiovascular? Because the way they advertise it is like this is a benefit of it. Like is this an unintended or intended effect of the drug? But it's like, yeah, it's because of what you're doing to the body. It's making you eat less. So you're not ingesting so much, so you're losing overall body mass. So there's less stress on your heart, there's less blood pressure issues. Like, so it's just kind of weird how they market it like that. Because I got on it and I thought like, I'm cool with like the heart benefits because I'm a big guy and I got a heart that works hard. So it's like, I was like, I don't really know if this is helping too much. Like at the end of the day.
You mentioned abs. So I always hear like people talking about whether or not it's important to work out your core if you want your abs to show, or if it's just mostly cardio and diet. Like, so what are your thoughts?
Your abs are, I'm gonna sit down. Your abs are not going to, you can strengthen your core. There's no doubt that you can strengthen your core and you can basically make your stomach a very, like you can see guys that have huge guts. Like you'll see these like Muay Thai guys in Thailand, they got like bellies, but like you punch their fucking stomach and they're like, because they're like, their core is so developed from fucking rotating and like doing ab work that they have a very strong core and abdomen. You don't see their fucking abs because their body fat level's too high. So everyone has abs, guys. Like you two wouldn't be standing here erect posturally if you didn't have abs. There's like, he loves that word. He's finds in the gutter today. Hold the camera still. You wouldn't be standing upright. Fucking Jesus, man. If you didn't have abs, like they're literally keeping you elevated. So, I mean, so it's like your body fat will determine the visibility of your abs. It's nothing to do with training them. Like I'm not going to be a guy who's 25% body fat who trains my abs every day and all of a sudden they're poking out. It's like, it's not how they work. It's like, it's not how it works. Like my bicep, I could have a big bicep and be like high body fat and you'll see I have a big bicep. But when I'm lean and I have no body fat, my bicep will look twice the size. Even though it's like shrunken in the sense that there's not as much meat around it and there's less fat and water, my bicep will look absolutely huge because of how lean my physique looks, right? Now the visibility of like the lines in the muscle, the striations are showing, so it's more of like a defined look, right? It's the same with abs. Your abs will come out when you're, depending on the person, I think you probably have to be for guys, probably sub 10% body fat, maybe sub 12 for some guys, like depending on where you hold your weight the most. You just got to get down to a body fat level that allows those abs to appear, right? And to have really, really, really shredded abs, like bodybuilder abs, like crunching down and seeing feathering in the obliques and stuff, that's like, we're talking like 3-4% body fat. Like, they don't walk around like that all year. Like, there's some guys that just naturally hold less fat in their abdomen. Maybe they hold it more in their hips or their glutes or their hamstrings, wherever it might be. So they're gonna have abs. Their abs will define a little more quicker than other people, but it just depends on how your body works with fat, right? So, and obviously the more, I wouldn't say there's much science behind this, I don't know who would study it, but the more conditioned you get and the more in shape you get, like say you're a bodybuilder who's very experienced, you've done like 15 shows in your life, and you've had to diet down 15 times. You never really get, unless you like go AWOL, you're never really gonna go back to being as blubbery as you were the first time you ever dieted. You're always gonna maintain some type of musculature and some type of leanness, just because the physique is just gonna transform and wanna stay leaner, right? It's using the calories better or whatever, but so those guys might have like the faint outline of abs and like higher percentages of body fat, but they're still nowhere near like shredded. So just because you can see the ab doesn't mean like I'm shredded. It's just like, it means the body fat's creeping down, it's kind of like peeking through. You know what I mean? But shredded abs is like very fucking hard to get.
Is it a waste of time working them out?
No, it's a great idea to train your core, because you need your core to stabilize you. Like you just saw in this, when I pulled the weight down, I have no business doing that weight. My core was stabilizing me, it was starting to shake and fire. So you can see like my core was activating for me to lock down that weight. So for people to say that I'm not training, you need to train core, that's wrong. Because you saw me pull down the weight, and where I set it and where I went to push, my abs started moving because I was moving from my core. So my weight is centered in my core and I'm moving my body around it. So every lift you do in here with posture, in terms of like being shoulders back, even if you're locked forward, whatever position you're in, the abs have to engage to keep your chest here. If I didn't engage my abs, I'd just go, everything I'd be like this. But as soon as I do this, I'm engaging my ab.
So does that mean you're working your abs every time you're doing any of those?
Yeah. There's very few, I can't think of a movement in the gym other than maybe like even laying hamstring curl would probably be using your abs, because you're lengthened, right? Anything that's lengthening the body or keeping the body in a posture, especially like a little bit of an arch in your lower back, or like keeping your scapula retracted, this is ab now. Like, yes, my shoulders are holding me back, but it's not all my weight's here and this is flaccid. Like if you hit me when I'm like this, and I'm ready to get hit, right? Like I'm flexing, I'm not like, and you hit me and I flat. So that's what I'm saying. Like people, right? The girl I tried to train recently, she's like, do you think we should do a core day when we train? And I'm like, no. Like for boxing and for like kind of sports like that, where you're actually taking impact to your abdomen, like you have to learn how to like take a hit and like brace, and when to breathe out, and like how to like keep this ab wall tight so you don't get hit breathing in, because you'll get dropped like a motherfucker. Even if you're flexing, a guy hits you hard enough with an out of the body shot, you're going down. It's gonna go right through your body, like feel like a lightning bolt, right? So those guys need to train abs more often, because they do so much rotational stuff that ab work and being able to move around their spine helps them shift quicker and react quicker and slip quicker, because their abs have to be engaged through their core. They're not going like this with their shoulders. I don't go like this when I slip punches. Like I'm turning my ab. I'm moving and I'm shifting my weight to throw shots, right? So those, like guys in that sport and guys in like contact sports, football, whatever it is, could be in tennis, they're all doing core work, abdomen work, not just traditional crunches, like dynamic stuff, right? Like whether it's like rotational shit and moving around the body, getting the abs to stabilize the core. That stuff is needed, and it's great for anybody that does it, because the stronger your core is, the stronger you are as a person, right? But the only people in bodybuilding, people in fitness, and girls in bikini and things like that, the only reason why they're hesitant to do that is because they think that because yes, the abs are a muscle, that they're gonna grow, and therefore my waist is gonna get thicker. But you have to understand, like, you're not training the ab with like external weight. Like I'm not taking a 300-pound barbell putting it on my chest and trying to do a sit-up like this, and I'm making like this hypertrophy environment where I'm trying to like get my abs stronger to move this weight, right? I'm not moving an external weight. I'm just using body weight stuff or rotational things where like my body's becoming more efficient at moving around my core. Therefore, the muscles are moving better and they're crunching down and letting me go, right? If there happens to be some type of growth from that, I don't think it wouldn't be noticeable in your physique. If anything, it would almost bring your physique in because the area would tighten down and become more defined in the sense that like the circumference of it might come down and you might be burning more fat because you're actually training the area. Whereas like guys you see who stay away from ab training, they'll get on stage and they can't hit shots. So they don't know how to hit their abs properly because they never train their abs and they never learn how to blow out and like vacuum their abs in and hit. And so even when they hit their shots up top here, a lot of them will stand up and you'll see a complaint with like top guys. They hit their shots like this and they're up as high as they can be here and this is just flat. So it's just like dead. There's no definition. It's just like an empty space and this big thing. And then you see guys who blow their abs out and like on their abs and you see their abs grab and they hold their position right here. And a lot of those guys look better in their shots than the guys who are like this, like just up here like doing this because they look ridiculous. It looks like you have no development, right? So I think you should be training abs. I don't think it needs to be like if you're doing bodybuilding, I don't think it needs to be a super, super high priority thing, but it could just be something like you do maybe like 4 or 5 sets of rope crunches like after every workout when you're done, or just some basic sit-ups on there or leg lifts or fucking laying leg raises like off a bench. Like I'm sitting here, I'm just pulling up, doing like that, like working on lower abs so I can keep my ab in. But it doesn't need to be like this, like the way we approach weights in the gym, like I'm trying to always get better and push more weight. It's like just condition the area to be more effective and more stable, and it'll benefit you in everything you do here, right? So don't be, you don't have to be like a boxer and taking shots to your gut to condition yourself to getting hit. It's not gonna help you. If anything, it'll probably fucking cause more inflammation in the area. And you'll be like, oh my God, my abs don't show anymore. Then you'll have a meltdown.